Hello, and welcome to the vlog, Will Wheaton. Weekly vlog, we cook things, we make cocktails, we taste test, this time I review movies and sometimes video games, and you got a lot of good stuff in this one. So this is coming out on December 16th, which is the Joe Bob Christmas special, so we got a little hot dog theme for that. But I like to tell you, if you're new here or don't know, these vlogs do get long, obviously, but if you want to skip around, I do time code these things to make your life easier. If you see the red play bar down there and there's gaps in it, those are like chapter stops when we move on to something new. Or if you want something more descriptive, open the description below the video and you'll see this big column of blue numbers and basically what's in each of those. So you can jump back and forth, you can go to what you really want to see, you can skip, or if you're watching this over multiple viewings, you can jump back to where you were if YouTube loses your place. So I always like to remind you that at the beginning. But we are going to do some more crazy hot dogs. Not the craziest, but delicious. We got a fun cocktail. I'm trying to remember what it was. We filmed it a while ago. Oh yeah, I know it's a fun cocktail. I'm going to taste test White Castle pizza rolls. Well, they're cheeseburger rolls, but you know. And I'm going to review a couple of Christmas movies, Christmas horror movies, and talk a little bit about some more experience with the WWE game that I kind of got back into. And we're going to go do all that. And unfortunately, Mary is not, she's in this vlog, but she's probably not in this vlog as much as other ones because she didn't see the movies I saw. So,
hi.
Okay, there you go. Oh, Crimbus. Cute. Is that our new one from Steven?
That's her from Mom and Dad.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, I gotta get to work.
All right, let's do this. Let's get back to hot dog creation land. This vlog is coming out on the 16th, the day of the Joe Bob Briggs Last Drive-In Christmas Special. So, of course, it was time to get back to some more hot dogs. I know we're at least doing 2 in this vlog. I'm filming this on December 9th, Friday, 2022, 6:50 p.m. I've been wanting to make this kind of dog for a long time. I have no idea if it's gonna work or not. I've made something similar. It worked okay. We're gonna do what I'm calling the Americubano. We're basically gonna do a Cuban sandwich version of a hot dog. And there's a few ways I could do this, so it might fail. We'll see. In terms of putting it together in presentation. So I went and got some kind of more white buns, like, you know, I can't find Cuban buns. Maybe one day I'll learn how to make Cuban bread and I'll do it as hot dog buns. We're gonna go with a jumbo frank. We got some long, thin sliced dill pickles. We got some Swiss cheese and of course some yellow mustard. And a little bit of butter out. And then bacon. Now this is some pre-made bacon. I got some crispy and some less crispy, so I'm not sure which. I'm feeling a little lazy, it's a little late. I was gonna make some fresh bacon for this, but we'll see how it goes. Just can't decide. This is probably the flimsier bacon, so we're probably gonna go with that. So we're gonna heat a little bit, get some of that out, I guess. How many slices I got here? I don't know exactly how many slices we want either. There's just one tiny slice here. Is that the wigglier bacon? All right, I'm gonna put that on a plate. Let's get some of the other bacon out. So, this is, you know, I don't know. What, a Cuban normally has like a certain style of pork done, and then like some ham, I think. So, kind of using the bacon for the pork side. I'm gonna go 4 slices. We'll go 4 slices. This bacon needs to get eaten. You know, and then, I don't know. The hot dog is one of those meat elements, the bacon is the other, I guess. And, you know, and now that I'm thinking about it, it's a little late, so I'm not gonna be able to do it. But I feel like there's a certain spice blend you do on the big chunk of pork or whatever. I'm no expert, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm playing in the kitchen. That is what I'm doing. So what are we gonna want first? I'm gonna get this in a microwave. Microwave oven. I'm not gonna start it just yet. Let's go ahead and get a bun. Now here is where we're gonna start running into, is my plan gonna work or not? Because we're gonna do this a little bit differently. We're not gonna just, you know, put it in a bun and hold it like that. We are gonna make this a flattened out sandwich. So I'm hoping I can get away with 1 bun for this. If it doesn't wanna totally tear apart, I'm gonna use a different one. That one just pissed me off. Didn't wanna separate right. There we go, we'll use this. Hey! Almost dropped it on the floor. Hey, lady. Okay. So this is like the equivalent of white bread. These are white bread buns. I have brioche buns, but I was like, I don't know that this really calls for brioche. And we are gonna go ahead and split this bad boy open. And actually, come on, carefully. We're gonna separate it. So it will be like sandwich meat, or sandwich bread. That's a very thin bottom though. And now I'm realizing maybe we should toast this off a little bit. So actually I'm gonna take that bacon back out of the microwave. And I'm gonna get me a little cup. Yeah, just bear with me. I am literally kind of creating this as we go. I've had an idea for it, but things may change on the fly here. So, shoot, let's see, how much? I don't know that I, well, I'm gonna do a tablespoon. Why not? Just gonna melt this down a little bit so we can brush the buns. Let's go ahead and get some heat in the pan, because none of this is gonna take that long. We got an easy peel package here, all right. Just gonna just do one hot dog. Again, being a jumbo boy. And I do want to split this. Just use a regular knife for this. I like the steak knife, serrated. Trying to get it fairly even. Do we get it? There we go. Okay. How's that butter? 10 seconds. Here's my thing. Here's my thing. Stopped it at 7. Yeah, that's melty enough. I think I can butter my buns with it. Butter your buns, baby. No, maybe not. Hold on, I gotta mush that down in there. I might have screwed up here. I got a little impatient with my butter and actually, that's probably gonna be okay. Crap baskets. There we go. Let's see if we can make that work. So just we can get a nice little buttering on the inside here. Hopefully we don't screw this all up and have to do the whole thing again. We'll see. I can get my edges. Edge this bad boy. Okay. Do. This was a last minute idea to toast the insides here. Oh, this bottom bun is a little thin and it has me nervous. All right, that pan should be good and hot on a medium heat by now. Medium high. Shouldn't take but a minute to get this going. Oh yeah, beautiful butter sizzle. I'm not worried about kind of mushing the buns because we're going to end up mushing intentionally in a bit. Let's start getting some things open here. Interesting, that did not have a seal, but it was sealed, so okay. And see, cheese opening. And I guess we can actually use a no, screw it. I don't need my really good one. This is fine. Okay, those are probably nice and toasty by now. Oh no. Okay. This might already be a bit of a failure. Probably should have done this on a no-stick pan. I was afraid it was going to tear that whole bun apart. Getting it in there. Whew! A little toasty, but not terrible. All right, let's get the hot dog rolling. Let's get this bacon warmed up. Throwing it in for a minute. Hopefully I'll remember to start off it a little bit sooner. This is all going to happen pretty quick here, I think. I don't know why Kroger just started wrapping this in the way they wrap it in. We're going to fold these in half. Woo! Take that heat down a little bit. Those already smell like they're burning. Let's go ahead and lay some pickle slices in here. Okay, let me check on my bacon. Oh yeah, shit. Woo, hot plate, hot plate. Hi. All right, let's put you all down here. Ha! Ain't a chef if you ain't burning your fingers. Bacon laid in. Start mustarding a little bit here. I like a lot of mustard. We're gonna put some more on the top here. See if this is. He's nice and heated through. Back over the heat. Need my butter knife. Oh, my bad. Forgot to actually turn the timer off. Butter ready here. I'm gonna put a little butter in the pan for what comes next. All right, that's probably about good on these hot dogs. Yeah, let's go ahead and say that that's good. I'm gonna turn it back over just because it's gonna make it easier for me to work with getting them on where I want them. Okay, good. Get in there. Okay. All right. Now, a little more mustard. This looks like this might be a awesome success, maybe. Oh shit, all that pickle juice. I should have drained my pickles. All right, now I'm gonna get a little butter in the pan. Shit, just made a mess, that's fine. Not a lot of butter in the pan, just a little bit. Come on, get in there. Bring that down to like a medium low. Kind of use the butter to glaze a little bit too. And butter is melted. Let's see if we can get this puppy in there. I'm gonna need to get a fresh plate. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna use this to mush it. Oh shit, okay, this is already falling apart. This is not working like I wanted. So I was kind of wanting to kind of panini press this basically. I don't have a panini. So we're just gonna do like that. Bring the heat back up a little bit. And we'll let this go for a little bit here, and then we'll flip it. And I don't know, this might work, it might not. Sure, the flavors are good. But will the actual thing turn out good? All right, it is trying to fall apart a little bit here and there. That's okay. All right, let's see if we can get it turned over. All right, hold tight. Ah, damn. All right, this is a bit of a failure, everybody. Welcome to my nightmare. Shit. All right, I'm gonna turn the heat off. See what we can do here. See if we can get under there. Let's try to rebuild this on the plate, I guess. Cheese did get kind of melty. Sorry, I'm not like where the camera is. Okay. Will you flop for me? I'm gonna rebuild with my fingers a little. Shit. Man, this was started out so good. And it's too fucking hot to work with. Okay. Well, it's just gonna have to be a messy motherfucker. All right, let's see if we can make it beautiful. I mean, I kind of put it back together, but it just totally came apart. Maybe I should not have actually split my buns, or I actually did just need bigger buns, or I'd only use half a hot dog. I definitely would do this slightly different. And I even thought when I was flipping this, I should have grabbed Mikey P's cheeseburger, grilled cheese flipping tongs. But still, pretty excited about it. Let me see if I can get Mary to come film me taste test it. Mary! Would you be able to film me? Well, you want to try it too, although it might be a little toastier than she likes. I know, sorry, I didn't think it through. I should have asked you a minute earlier. Just gonna deglaze my oh no. Nope, that's gonna take some work. Gotta put some real elbow grease into that one. I'll do it though, I'll get there. Okay. Whew. I think it's gonna taste good, but it's definitely a sloppy jalopy. I had a failure in the flipping.
Uh-oh.
The whole thing came apart, so I had to kind of rebuild it.
Oh no.
Yeah. But I think flavors are gonna be good. If I can find my way into it. Thumbnail. Okay. Let's give this puppy a go. I mean, it looks good. This is gonna be a messy bitch though. Thank you. Oh, I like that.
Is it super toasty?
Not for me.
Can I bite that top part?
Yeah, can you, I may have to move your hands around. Try to hold the camera out and get yourself if you can.
Yeah.
I know, you just have to guesstimate.
Hi. Or just do it
Okay.
wide enough angle.
I might have to bite through the bacon a little bit. You know what? It honestly could use more mustard to be like a Cuban, but I think that combination of the bread, the Swiss, the bacon, and the dog is quite tasty. Just the right amount of pickle.
I think what I taste mostly is the pickle, followed by the mustard. Got bacon on the back end.
Oh, fuck, that's good though.
I mean, I could eat that.
That's Mary. She's not a big pickle and mustard fan. Well, I'd say this is a winner, except I need to figure out a better way. Well, you know, building it, I guess. But not a lot. Honestly, I probably just didn't need to split the bun. Of course, that makes it harder to toast the bun.
Yeah.
Which is part of like kind of what makes it a bit more of a Cuban sandwich-like thing. I'm quite thrilled with myself though. So when I put this in the cookbook, I'll have a better build figured out. I am.
Yeah, I know it's that time.
I'm a handsome man.
But you're not my handsome little man.
It's true. I'm a big boy.
No,
I'm a
that's
big
Aaron.
boy.
No, Aaron's the big boy.
Oh, I'm the giant asshole. No.
I wasn't outright agreeing with you. Evie! Evie. Evie, hi. Oh, she's like phone. We eat the phone.
Yeah, that. I really like that. I am almost tempted to make another one. I'm not gonna.
I've already had dinner. And probably more popcorn than I should.
I was thinking about making the other hot dog tonight too, but it's too much work. I'll do it later.
Okay. Now, is that juice or just mustard?
It's pickle juice, mustard, and grease all mixing together.
Okay.
But I think mostly the pickles. I really should have patted my pickles dry.
Patting your pickles.
I pat my pickle pretty well. I'm a positive pickle patter. Yeah, those combinations of flavors really freaking work.
Hi. Oh.
I wasn't licking the mustard off the plate. Okay. That's a success. Other than the fail of, the falling apart rebuilding. So feel free to comment if you have ideas on how it might be better to build that. Excuse me, buddy. But overall, I'm a happy camper. That was good. That was really tasty. Now I just kind of wish I had a side of black beans. Okay. All right, well, that's it for this one. I'm gonna do at least one more hot dog.
All right, welcome to hot dog number 2. We're gonna do something crazy. This may or may not work. We're gonna make a Nashville hot dog. I.e., I'm gonna take my Nashville hot chicken recipe I came up with. We'll talk more about that in a second. And I'm going to apply it to a hot dog, basically. We'll see how this goes. Theoretically, this sounds like an awesome idea. And when I say I created the recipe, I went back and literally looked at my video where I made Nashville hot chicken and wrote all that down. And it's essentially an amalgamation of 3 other people's recipes. But because I did my own blend of those 3 things and some of my own spice choices, I'm calling it my recipe. So you can go back and watch that hot chicken recipe. But I want to get on this because we're getting a later start and I'm hungry. So it is 7:34 p.m. December 12th, 2022. And I got a 3.5 quart pan here. I filled it with vegetable oil, about 1/3 full. I'm gonna go ahead and get this warming up because we need to get this to like 325 and it takes a while. So we're gonna get heat, burn myself. I'm gonna put this between medium and medium high for now and it'll take a minute. So we're gonna go ahead and mix up some of our dredges and whatnot. And I'm gonna have my recipe because we're not doing like a pound of chicken. We're literally gonna do 1 or 2 hot dogs here. So let's go ahead and start with the dry, which is gonna, originally is 2 cups of flour and 2 tablespoons of salt, heavy sprinkle of cayenne, and 12 grinds of black pepper, but roughly, that's all estimations. But since we are gonna do that in half, this bowl was a little small last time, but since I'm having it, I think it's fine. So we got some of MyRISE flour. I'll show you that in a minute, just because I forgot to show you the ingredients. Okay, we get that in there. Already making a mess, that's fine. You're gonna work with flour, you're gonna make a mess. So it's King Arthur. And look, I'm not losing the rubber band this time. The infamous lost rubber band was in the hot chicken episode. You remember that?
Sorry, what?
Anyways, that's the flour. Let's set this over here for now, just to make some space. All right. And we need a teaspoon. I forgot to actually bring those over. Okay, use this one, sure. Salt and pepper. Also have a different pepper grinder than last time. I'm gonna count for that. So we're just gonna do a heaping teaspoon of salt because we don't really have anything, when I did the chicken, we did kind of an overnight salt and pepper marinade. And okay, so that's the salt. Sprinkle of cayenne and a bunch of black pepper. Let's get some black pepper in there. And I'm gonna do about 8, 9, 10. Sure, why not? A little bit less because that is bigger. And then there's a heavy sprinkle of cayenne. Okay, that looks so good so far. We're gonna blend all that together with a fork. It doesn't look like much, but it gets the trick done. Try to get it nice and all integrated. Integrated, not disintegrated. Now I'm a little worried my oil is gonna heat up faster than I need it to. But it was still pretty early when it was shimmering before. Okay, I'm gonna assume that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and move that out of my way. All right, let's put together our spice blend. Then we'll do our dry mix and we'll check on that because we should be about ready to go. All right. So for the spice blend, 1/4 cup of cayenne pepper. So again, we are having this. That is, no, 1/4 cup. So I need 1/8 a cup. Shit. How many tablespoons in a 1/4 cup?
1/4 cup is 4 tablespoons.
So 2 tablespoons. Okay, I can do that instead. That is my tablespoon. Nut buckets. Damn it. I know, someone's spilling in there. That's a little over 1, that was a pretty heavy one. There's just a big clump right there, there we go. All right, sure, good enough. At least the other phone stays turned on. All right, so I think we're done with that. 2 tablespoons of dark brown sugar. So we're gonna get 1 tablespoon for that. Got Kroger dark brown. Mine is a little old, needs a little bit of working up. And again, this is not one of those things you have to get perfect. Just be in the ballpark. Okay, after that, we're gonna want a tablespoon of garlic powder, and a tablespoon of smoked paprika, and a tablespoon of chipotle chili. So what I'm hearing is I just need a whole bunch of tablespoons pulled out. We'll work with it. Tablespoon. Paprika. Nope, that's not a good way to do that, is that? Well, that kind of worked. Tablespoon of garlic powder. This stuff comes out a little easier. There we go. And tablespoon, I'm using chipotle chili powder. That's what I used last time. Most recipes are just chili powder, so you can kind of do whatever. I can name that tune in 4 notes, Mary. Need to get some more of this. Playing a Muse song here. Oh, sure.
Careful.
No, it's fine. That was maybe a touch over, but I mean, again, it's all good. All right. Now I need a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. You're a teaspoon, okay. You're a teaspoon, man. Then I'm gonna stir all that together. Try to break up the brown sugar clumps. This will get a little easier when we actually, you know, get some oil in here. And now I just realized I am an absolute idiot. Shit. Shitty shit.
What?
Well, I started with a half of the recipe and then I went full recipe.
Oh.
So I need to double my cayenne and double my brown sugar. Everything else I went full on. Crap.
What are the other things that you went full on?
Everything, all the other spices.
Oh. So.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm still gotta... Shitty shit. Alright, well let me try and clean up some mess here. And hope that oil just doesn't... I don't want to get my oil too hot.
Yeah, make a suggestion. Go ahead and finish, doing the full batch of recipe, but you can save half of it maybe, just set it aside for later.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish making the full batch. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying, make the full batch, but then set half aside for another time.
Of what? Sorry, I'm in panic mode, and you're not making sense to me because my brain is trying to focus on what I need to do, and I don't know what you're actually suggesting.
You only need half of what you're making, yeah?
The point is the blend needs to be correct, so I now have to readjust it to be a full. Okay, yes.
So you readjust it to be a full, but you only want to make a half, so...
You're saying before I put in the oil,
yes.
Split the spice in half. There's the word that was missing, thank you. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm being bitchy, but I am because I'm panicking.
Anyways.
Yes, but that was the word that you were confused. Not having that statement was causing me confusion, so I apologize. Okay, now I need another heaping tablespoon of black sugar, or brown sugar. Fuck me. Sorry. I thought I was gonna do this stress-free, and also too, remember it's later than I intended, so I'm getting a little hangry.
You hangry what?
I learned it by watching you! God damn it, I don't even know. I think I did put whatever. It could just be a little more brown sugary. I think I did already put I think it was only the cayenne I put in half and then forgot and then went full on everything else. I'm gonna use the metal thing for breaking this up though. All right, at least our next thing is very easy and then we basically do it all. What the fuck is that? It's like a fucking seed. Like a piece of brown sugar, like a sugar seed. I know sugar doesn't come from seeds, but... Okay. And then, yeah, we will try to... I don't know exactly how I would... Actually, I know how I'm gonna get. Well, I don't know.
You can put this.
I don't know. How do you think I would blend this, separate this in half, but make sure I get keep it evenly dispersed? I don't know.
Well, you should be pretty well mixed at this point. I would call this a homogeneous substance at this point.
Sure.
I.e., it's not like going to settle out. So I basically scoop out half of what's in there. Because I really don't think you really have much to worry about.
I'll figure something out. All right, hold on. Let me just get this going because that should be ready. Cup of whole milk. 1 cup of whole milk, so I only need half a cup of whole milk for this. Okay, and 1 egg. Shit, Taki. Oh. That was almost a disaster.
Oh yeah, you're not used to that.
Yeah, that drawer is packed pretty tight. And again, I was moving in a hurry, so there's only gonna be like a dash of milk left.
That's fine. I have another one down.
Yeah. I just feel like that's hardly worth saving it. I almost thought about just pushing it in there. All right, I'll use my fresh eggs I just got.
So don't do that.
Let me go ahead and grab grab hot dogs. I think we'll use a jumbo boy. Should I also do a chicken? I don't know. I'll just bring them over there just in case. We'll get to that. Okay. Egg. It was not my best cracking job.
Eggy.
Okay. I'm gonna take my ring off. I forgot to do that. What else we need in here? So 5 or 6 dashes. I'm using Frank's Red Hots because that's what I used before. All right, get me a little whisk for this one. Don't use the big whisks because I'm gonna need the big whisk for the oil. Okay. All right. All right, so I got all that. Now, okay. Wet, dry, wet. We're gonna do some over here. Let me check on this oil because it needs to be 325. Ow. This may help me not panic. Actually, it looks like it's gonna be pretty close. It's already there. 20. It is a little over, but it's about right where it needs to be. I'm gonna bring the heat down just for a second. I guess what? I'll dredge like, I need gloves. Actually, I'm wondering if I should also try a chicken sausage for this. Nah, let's just go hot dogs, right? Let's just go hot dogs, right? Man, I'm asking for some kind of feedback.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah. I'm sorry, I thought you were being rhetorical.
I don't know what I'm being. I'm trying to hurry up this step so I can get some dogs in there.
Well, are you wanting to make more than one dog?
Well, I mean, I have enough stuff here. I feel like I should make more than one.
Well, I go ahead and try one of each.
Okay, I need a wet hand, dry hand. Yeah, I may need you around for a minute or two here.
What do you need?
I just may need hands, that's all I'm saying.
I'm trying to get an idea of what you're going to expect from me.
I just may need you to like take a hot dog out of the package and hand it to me or something.
Okay.
Shit. Strip the excess back in the dry. Okay, oh shit, my hand just went in. That's okay, that's fine. Shit, I just fucked all. Yeah, give me a hot dog out of there.
One of these?
Yes, into this hand.
You want any of the chickens?
Nah. Shake the excess. Shit, when I'm plopping that in there though, I'm losing a bunch. I should have made my egg mixture in a much shallower bowl. Future reference, this is fine for chicken, but you know, for longer hot dogs, a little bit different. Shake some excess. Might as well do all three, right? Just so it actually uses some of this stuff. I'm gonna say 3 is probably fine, right?
I would say so. I don't think I'm eating any of these.
You'd probably be alright with 1 if it wasn't, if I don't put the oil on it. Don't dunk it in the oil. Okay. Alright, we're gonna shake that off.
Isn't dunking it in the oil how you cook it?
No, I meant the hot oil afterwards.
Oh, that is hot oil.
Spicy hot oil.
Okay.
Yeah, that is one of those phrasing issues. Okay, I know the oil is good temperature, so we're gonna go ahead and get these dogs in. And this is sort of a moment of truth right here. Now with the chicken, it says like 14 minutes, but I don't know. That's missing stuff too, damn it. I need to take that heat back up. I have no idea if this is actually going to work. Echo, set timer for 14 minutes. I don't know.
14 minutes, starting now. By the way...
Echo, stop. Now is not the time. Okay, so now I gotta kind of hurry and figure out this shit.
Now these hot dogs are already technically cooked, right?
I know that's the thing. That's what I said. So this is where it could fail because with the chicken, it goes for 14 minutes to make sure the chicken's cooked. So I'm gonna just look for the outside being done, and at that point, I'm going to assume that you know, something. I'm gonna assume something, which means I'll make an ass out of me, but that's fine. It'll work.
Let's see if your dad's eating yet.
No, he has, I'm sure. He ain't coming over. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish, 6, 7, 7-ish, half-ish, and half, okay. Aside for now. Okay, now we're gonna need, I think we need the half cup. So we're almost there except for the building part too. Yes, ma'am.
Are you going to run into the same problem you're running with battering those, and that you need a shallower dish for doing that?
For what? No, the oil dipping, no, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
What was I fucking looking for? Oh yeah, okay, so a cup of the oil, so we're only gonna need half a cup of oil. Okay, I have that on standby. Okay, so I got buns out, shredded lettuce, mayo. I thought about using a dill pickle relish, but I don't know. Maybe we'll just actually use dill pickles.
Is that what's normally on a hot chicken, is dill pickle slices?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go with that. It might give you some of that texture too.
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of turn these guys a little bit in the water here.
In the oil.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh yeah, those are definitely.
Well, they're spotty, man. That's sort of part of the problem I ran into. It didn't hold the dredge that well.
I think those are so smooth.
Yeah. And I wonder if I should have had them dry first, maybe. But really, I'm just looking for some color on the outside now. Get that a little less white, and then it's probably good. All right. I could go ahead and work on a bit of a build here. If I have the room. They smell kind of good. Alright, so Let's get us a nice little, I'm gonna use a brioche bun from the deli. A little decadent. All right, we're gonna mayo this up inside a little bit. Might have been a little heavy-handed, but not terrible.
Well, my friends like, they're eating wrong.
Dang it, dang it, dang it. Alright, let's see here. Let's get a little shredded iceberg base here. Okay, set that off to the side. Turn these dogs a little bit more. I think they're basically done, but it's pretty crispy on the outside there. Let's get the pickles in here. Don't overdo it with the pickles. I mean, I like a lot of pickles, but I think like 3 substantial slices is probably fine. These are tiny actually, so I'm gonna go with 4 small ones. Yeah, all right. So that is our presentation. Okay, and I think I'm gonna call this.
What you gonna call it?
Something. Put this on the other side of the cooling rack. At least nothing like exploded or fucked off. Okay, so now let's take the heat off and get a hot oil. That's maybe a 1/4 cup. And then just a touch more. And I'm gonna grab a big whisk. We're gonna whisk that all together. It smells good. And now we have a really nice hot oil sauce to kind of dredge. Now sometimes people spoon it. I need a paper towel, that's what I need. Okay, because we are getting close to seeing if this actually fucking works out. All right, which one of these looks the best? It's the first one or the middle one? Let's go with the middle one. So I'm just gonna plop this in here and try to turn it all around in the sauce. Let it really soak up some of that oil and spiciness. Yeah, again, this would be better in something a little more shallow. And we're gonna put some more on it too, so don't worry. Let's just get a little spoon for drizzle. Yeah, you gotta really stir it up too, because it settles back in pretty easy. This is also why I wanted to spoon some over. Ooh. Oh. There we has a Nashville hot chicken hot dog. That actually looks pretty fucking awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea if it's gonna taste as good as it looks. Let me get those shots, baby. Fucking hate the lighting in here. Pro mode here. What? No, I want more. Where's my goddamn pro? There we go. All right, let's get a close-up. Oh yeah, look at that. That actually looks fucking delightful. Here's kind of what those look like. A little more up close. Those don't look bad, actually. I mean, I definitely think this is one of those recipes that I could just improve. Instead of doing the chicken version, actually make something a little more meant to be with a hot dog. So it'll hold better. I don't know why you literally just went and sat down. What usually do I ask you to do right after I... No,
You're not the one who has shit going on.
no, I was laughing because it's funny. Like, you literally just sat down. All right, hang on. Okay. Let's get to that thumbnail. Ooh. All right, we take it over here so you... Oh, I should get a... Yeah, I'm doing that more for you. Yeah. Also, this could be very, very hot temperature-wise, honestly.
Yeah,
It's set
actually,
long enough.
yeah, it sure has.
All right, here we go. First thing to mention. I should have warmed up the bun. Oh fuck, dude.
That is very steamy looking.
That is awesome. Hold up, man. This might have turned out better than I thought it would.
How spicy is it?
Just grab a bit of a kick.
Okay. No, I just ate, so I don't need it. And I also just had a chocolate peppermint cookie.
Oh Jesus. That is awesome. Can we get in close and just so like
Yeah, see it?
Oh my god. Yeah, the flavor is really good. If you never had a deep fried hot dog, you need to, but Honestly though, I wouldn't mind if it's just a little bit hotter on the spice level, but yeah, that little mustard, mayo, pickle, lettuce blends down there is a great touch on this, quite honestly. Also, something we could play with in future and consider is wrapping the dog in bacon. Then dredging and frying. That way, like you were saying, where this is so smooth versus chicken having all the crevices, maybe the bacon would pick more stuff up. And this can be even more of an awesome heart attack.
What you think, Jack?
Damn.
Sleepy boy.
No, I do very much wonder, in hindsight, I should have done some of the chicken sausages.
I'm trying to tell you. Your grease is still looking hottish.
Yeah. No. I think we're good. Shit, I think I might actually have a second one of these. Oh, that's fucking tasty. Okay. This, of all my hot dog creations, now I don't know, somebody out there is probably, somebody else knows. I'm sure somebody's had this idea. But I didn't get the idea from somebody else, so. When I say my creation, that's what I mean. I don't know. I don't think I'm like the first one there, but point being, of all the hot dogs I've created, Echo, stop timer. I think this is a pretty easy second place. Right behind the Jonah Ray of Sunshine.
Okay, I was wondering.
Although that John Brennan and the big meat. Perfect amount of mayo, lettuce, pickle. Oh my god. Yeah, brown sugar in there. I can tell I put a little extra brown sugar in there, but it's still tasty as fuck.
Anything special.
Okay. There. We has it. Two delicious dogs. Oh, actually, that Americubano dog was fucking awesome too, but... These are definitely going in the cookbook. Okay. I'm gonna let Mary get back to doing what she needs to do. All right, thanks everybody. Okay, so I actually had 2 of those hot dogs because that shit was delicious. But here's the thing. Unfortunately, when you make something like this, you end up with a lot of waste. You know, there's all that egg wash, there's all that flour, all that hot oil with all the spices in there. And I was cleaning it up, and I was asking Mary, like, you know, what do I throw away? What do I put in the oil jar? Because I wasn't sure what to do with the hot oil since it's oil. So she said, well, why don't you just go ahead and put the eggs and the flour and all that hot oil and mix that together so it solidifies to go into the trash. I did that, and as I mixed it together, I started joking about, man, this looks like cake batter. We're gonna make these cookies and really fuck with these kids, and we're just joking around. But it really did look like cake batter, and we thought, wait a minute, what's in there? Flour, oil, egg, milk, and then seasoning, including brown sugar. So, no idea what this is gonna do. I'm doing my first baking experiment. We took the batter here. Let me just show you what's left in here. See, like it actually mixed up like a cake batter or a muffin batter. It looked a little more obvious when there was more of it in there, but yeah. So we got the oven preheating. I haven't even started drinking yet. This is a completely sober idea, but I am thrilled to experiment with this. Because like, what if we actually come up with something that's fucking amazing? Or at least we get close and have an idea. So I'll try to tell you how long we bake it or whatever. We're putting the oven to 350, and then I'll show you the results in the taste test. All right, so we baked them for a little over 20 minutes. My God, I need a haircut so bad. I mean, they kind of have a consistency of a muffin. About to find out. We let them cool for 10 minutes. Still kind of hot.
Very dense, they'll probably hold heat for a while.
Yeah. Maybe I can come over here and do it. I'm trying to get in a way where Mary can kind of hold because I'm going to need my hands to... Oh, shit. That's not going to work because... No, it's...
No.
Yeah, I was going to sit beside you. That's sort of... You can't while it's rolling. But Aaron... Well, I can maybe scooch in without... I don't want to disturb the boy, though. You're okay. Daddy's just going to sit here on the edge a little bit, okay? Just for a minute. Oh. This way you can kind of... All right. No, these are not designed to... I'm going to have to tear it.
I would have been more help, but I was sitting on the couch with a hoodie.
Yeah. That shows. A little moist and dense, but... All right, get my face, because
It's very oily,
I'm going in.
so...
I'm going in.
It's got a lot of oil.
Texture is pretty good, actually.
I can't... Is it really good, or is it really hot, or what?
This is kind of... Oh, man.
Did we make something good?
We might have made something really good. If nothing else, that particular blend of ingredients is getting a really moist. Do you want to? It's. I mean,
how hot is it?
It has a little on the back end, so I would go very, very small. But you've got. This was your idea, so you've got to know, at least to get the texture. Like it's beautifully moist, like just right, very dense and moist and tasty.
There's just mush.
Oh, it's gonna get worse then. I'm sorry. But
yeah, it's like it's like a southern biscuit.
yeah. It's like a kind of a dense, moist biscuit with that cayenne red pepper heat.
Yeah. I think.
Oh my God, dude! Cream gravy over these.
Something to temper the heat a bit.
Well, I was just thinking, like, because you mentioned it's kind of like a biscuit, and I was like, oh yeah, a little creamy gravy, and that like milky flavor.
Your dad needs to try one of those.
I'm taking some. I'm giving him one tomorrow. I'm taking the others to Azur and being like, Otter, you got to try this crazy fucking concoction.
I'm
Oh,
not sure how good it'll be cold.
That's true, but I mean, I'm not gonna eat all these right now. But there you go. That is a new thing to play with. Eric's first own recipe muffins. Thank you for the suggestion, Mary. I'm gonna go over here though where I can hold it and eat it more and not disturb my baby.
Suggestion so much as a dare.
That's true. It was a dare, but holy shit, this is actually, wow. I had a feeling this could be something good. I am amazed how good that actually is. Definitely oily. Yeah, it almost has the texture of like the cheddar biscuits at Red Lobster. Like when they're really good right out of the oven. It's about the only thing that's...
Butter than oil.
Yeah. But oh man. Yeah, I mean it tastes like fucking Nashville hot chicken. And I mean not the chicken.
I could not eat one.
Okay, that is wow. That is a recipe I'm gonna have to play with. Wow, my first time baking muffins from my own recipe. But there you go. You don't want to waste your egg wash and your flour and your... who said baking's a science? All right. We're gonna go watch a movie or something. I don't know. I gotta eat the rest of my biscuit. So it's Tuesday, and I went out and started Christmas shopping today. But actually, it was very, very good. I got a lot of cool stuff. Not quite done, but did pretty good for one day. Then, of course, we went to pasta night, which was delicious. But some of my favorite chefs, some of my favorite people are all out there working. So those Cayenne cakes, as we're calling them. I took the other three up there. They warmed them up a little bit, and they tried them. And there was some really good feedback. Agreed there's something there. And some people liked them a little more than others. But I kind of heard things like it kind of reminds them of maybe a stuffing. It's like, ooh, that could work really well. Some people we like flavor, but the texture's a little dense. It's like, well, yeah, I gotta play with texture, depending on what I'm making. But they had what's not a gravy. It's one of the 5 mother sauces I learned, and it's like a roux and stock, and it becomes creamy, and it's like for their duck. And they gave me a little bit of that and gave me a piece of it. They warmed up, and together, holy shit, I am on to something with this. So that was really cool. Also, we'll be doing eggnog, I believe, in a future vlog, and Otter gave me his eggnog recipe, so that'll be interesting. But I just wanted to report back that I did get to have a bunch of my spice-loving chef and restaurateur friends try it, and they pretty much dug it. Mary's Bourbon Balls got some lovely feedback too. So as usual, not just taste, but also presentation got really talked about. So anyways, I'm home. I gotta do a Spider-Man trailer. At some point, I gotta edit this vlog. I got Wednesday. Now Wednesday, I was gonna try and get somebody over grilled cheese, but I might still just, go shopping, because I could still get a handful of things for Mary, and I got nothing for Mary's dad. He's probably the most difficult to shop for. They got a lot of booze. I'm happy. And the gnocchi in the Gruyere and Fontina cream sauce for pasta night. Second best pasta dish of the 4 pasta nights thus far. All right, okay. I gotta do work. Okay, so let's talk about a couple of movies. Maybe we'll get Mary on a third review here today. She hasn't really watched anything with me this week that wasn't for a different video. So, although we're about to start our Golden Globes watches, so pre-game for the Oscars. But anyways, today let's talk about the mean one, Mr. Finch. Order for... Okay, so this is the Killer Grinch movie. They can't really say Grinch. This is not a public domain character, but one of the positives I can give it is they are fairly clever how they work around that-ish. So this is David Howard Thornton, Art the Clown. So that was like the big sells point, and it went to theaters. It might still be in theaters. And I don't really like to be negative. I will have some critiques, but let's do all the positives first, okay? I'm really happy we live in an era where even a film like this and this low budget can be shown in the theater. Okay, let's move on to the next. I'm sorry, listen, again, I know how hard movies are to make, and no disrespect to the filmmakers. I know this definitely was trying to capitalize on the Terrifier 2 heat. This is nowhere near Terrifier 2. If you are looking for David Howard Thornton, he is in here. I don't know if he's good in it or not, because this movie is very choppy with the Grinch stuff, and you never really get a sense of what he's doing with the character, and I would have liked him to speak, just maybe in rhymes or something. Everybody else in here, The story, There's one little detail that drives me nuts too, because it's like, this is a concept set up early, so it's not really a spoiler, but if the Grinch hears anything Christmas, sees anything Christmas, he goes and attacks and kills. And there's a whole thing about missing people that's been going on for a while. And at one point they look up a missing person, they say, last seen December 27th. And I'm thinking, what? Why would you pick that day? Why wouldn't it be like before Christmas or up to Christmas? Why would it be like 2 days after Christmas? So that annoyed me for some reason. My other big gripes, and again, this was clearly not ever meant to go to theaters, is it is shot on bad cameras. It is not good in its color correction, like noticeably, and it's clearly shot in the summer in very sunny days somewhere. So what I mean by all that is their cameras, they're using probably SLRs or something. They do not have a lot of dynamic range. And since it's so sunny, they're exposing for the daylight, and there's like no details left in any of the dark spots. So it's just like a mush of just pure black. You get no textural details. And then the color correction is clearly trying to push that and make it look cold, so the colors often look off, skin tones and stuff. But again, I mean, maybe these are first timers. I don't know. I laughed once or twice. And then the biggest complaint is she's like, well, hey, maybe there's some fun kills. It's all kind of off screen. Like even when it's on screen, it feels like it's off screen, and there's almost no practical effects at all. And it's mostly just very cartoon. A lot of people have said PlayStation 1 era, and I'm like, yeah, CG blood. And it's like, oh, come on. If you're gonna do a movie like this, you at least gotta throw around some real blood. Come on. So anyways, I don't want to crush into it too bad. Like I said, I'm fucking jealous. I'm like, if they can get that movie in theaters, I might be able to get something in theaters. However, it was the start of a double feature, and boy, I'm glad I watched that movie first. That would have been a real disappointment after the next movie I'm going to talk about. And the next movie I'm going to talk about is Christmas Bloody Christmas. Now, this is on Shudder. You don't have to go to theaters, but when I found out I was going to be able to go to theaters for this, I jumped at the chance, because this is the latest film from Joe Begos, who has done Almost Human, The Mind's Eye, Bliss, which is one of my all-time favorites, VFW, which is also one of my all-time favorites, and this is his latest film, actually shot on 16 millimeter. The thing I love about Joe Begos films, because I'm a kid of the 80s at the video stores, this feels like it's one of those Christmas, horror classics that somehow I just never saw, and I'm just discovering it now, and it would have been, talked about amongst the greats, like Halloween and stuff like that. So that's how it works for me. I've heard some other people that have a real problem with this movie, and a lot of that comes down to two factors. One, it is a character piece for the first third. It really is just spending time with these characters and getting to know them, which turns some people off. And two, apparently, we live in an age where people in grindhouse movie groups and in horror movie groups and in the Joe Bob Briggs groups are upset at the overuse of the word fuck. What the fuck? And a lot of people think these opening characters are really annoying. See, I'm the opposite, and I bring this up because I'm like, well, then y'all must hate me, because this is exactly how me and my friends sound. We're together and drunk and rowdy, But if that's not gonna bother you, then you're probably gonna love this, because once it really gets going, they've done a good job of setting up the characters. I actually cared. I felt bad. I was rooting for characters not to die, and then actually felt shitty when they did. Visually, I think it's gorgeous. It's that standard, well, not standard, because he went in a newish direction with the colors chosen, because it's more Christmas colors, but it is that standard, neon palette and pools of darkness that you get from a Joe Begos film that looks more like the lighting of the era. Everything today is so kind of flat lit, and everything's got light on it, and this really is pools of darkness, and things can jump out at you and everything. The Santa bot, awesome and awesomely imposing. And again, you might not understand why this thing does what it does unless you're paying very much attention at the beginning, because there's a little bit of a TV flipping montage right at the beginning, and that's giving you all the setup for the movie. But that's because Joe knows what people are there for. So he's like, I'm gonna get the setup out of the way, then I'm gonna make you love or hate these characters, and then shit's going down, and it's gonna be a brutal blast of a bloodbath the rest of the way, and boy, howdy, did it deliver. This is definitely top 3 Joe Begos movies for me, and I don't know if it's in first, second, third place, because with Bliss and VFW, they're all very different tastes, but all still very much in his awesome style. So I don't know exactly where it rates, but I love it. Bonus for Jonah Ray, my buddy Jonah Ray Rodriguez in here. I'm sorry, I don't normally pronounce his actual last name. I'm working on it. So that was really cool to see him on the big screen. And, you know, and again, listen, okay, maybe some people want to complain that the bot is clearly just a guy in a suit. Yeah, maybe he could have moved a little more robotically, but still, I found him to be very imposing. And I want him and Batman to have a step off. If you've seen the movies, you know what I'm talking about. But I mean, hey man, I mean, like, no one's safe in this, which I love. He's not afraid to get brutal. He's not afraid to get dirty. There's drugs and sex, and actually there's a pretty hot sex scene in here. And again, like, cause Joe, you know, he's a child, he's a guy like me. He grew up in the same-ish era and of the same loves. He even has a love for, like, you know, retro vintage porn, like 70s, 80s porn when they were shooting on film and telling stories, but still being porn, because you'll see some of those posters littered around. Also, as a Joe Bob fan, I was thrilled to see a Spookies poster up there. And then as a 70s, 80s porn fan, I was thrilled to see a Stiff Competition poster up there. I've always enjoyed that movie. It's pretty funny and it's a good porno. But, so I mean, all those kind of little touches, his great synth score that he always kind of has done in his films is present. Like I said, if you're a fan of Joe Begos, you're going to love this movie. He's just done another absolute knock it out of the park. But if he is not your cup of tea or your style, then you're probably not going to like it. But also, too, I keep reminding myself, I think, and I could be totally wrong, but I think a lot of the people that are having problems with the early part of this either didn't grow up in the 80s video era and they're expecting a more modern horror film, and it's like, that's not what he does. That's not what he tried to sell you, because this definitely delivers on what they tried to sell you. And the end is fucking awesome and insane, and I love it, and I would want another one of these, and I'm going to watch this every Christmas. And if I had had time, I was going back to the theater to see this again. Luckily, it's on Shudder, because, yeah, and I'm definitely buying 4K. Whatever release this gets, I will buy for sure, over and over. It's right up there with, like, Terrifier 2. Actually, I like this more than Terrifier 2, but Terrifier 2 is its own beast. But, yeah, again, as I'm talking about it here, I'm like, damn, I really want to go watch it again. And it feels like real Christmas, too. It doesn't feel like underdressed, no-budget Christmas. It feels like, you know, really real Christmas. It's not overdone, you know, it's snowy, it's dark, it's grainy, but there's beautiful colors everywhere. The lights are all popping everywhere you go. And there was another thing I wanted to bring up about it, but I'm trying to remember if I can get back to that thought real quick, because it hit my brain and left. But yeah, like, I mean, this is definitely a Christmas classic for me. And again, I think that's what it was. I think that's something else a lot of people who aren't digging it, and maybe this is something that'll bother you, but it's like, again, with the throwback to the 80s, some of it is like, you could peck, like, Mary could peck holes in, like, the logic and the certain things, but it's like with a car crash and an explosion, how one thing is tougher than the other, blah, 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 blah. It's like, yo, this is supposed to be like an 80s fucking movie. No one fucking cares. If that's what's ruining your enjoyment of the movie, you need to remember the movies are make-believe. You're supposed to, you know, kind of just turn off your brain and go on the ride. Now, keeping in mind, it should make you, occasionally, some movies should make you think and come out of the movie afterwards with thoughts and questions and engage your brain during the movie. I'm not saying, you know, like mysteries and things, but we're talking about a killer robot Santa slasher film. Turn your brain the fuck off and go for the motherfucking ride. Have a beer or two. Have a great time. Speaking of beer or two, I actually got to see this at Cinemark. So, and also I saw The Mean One earlier that day. Immediately drove up to Cinemark. I hadn't really eaten a lot. And when I got to Cinemark, they have upgraded their seats, they have upgraded their bar, and for about the same price of a double vodka that I was thinking about getting, I was able to get a half bottle of wine. Just take that in and drink through the movie. So I was like, and it was Coppola. It's Coppola Pinot Noir, which I really like. So I was like, yeah! So of course that also added to my holiday fun and my holiday cheer. And hot damn, I love that movie. And yeah, I really want to go watch it again, but I got so many other things to watch. Anyways, that is my thoughts on Christmas, Bloody Christmas, and my absolute, that's my favorite Christmas horror movie now. Absolutely, hands down. We'll watch that every year, and maybe more, because it's just so good. Okay, that's what I think. All right, we're gonna do a quick little, well, quickish little taste test for dinner. I bought these almost a week ago. I found out about them a couple days ahead, and then I was desperate to find them, and now I'm desperate to try them. And I was gonna wait till Friday, but my Wednesday changed, so I was like, yeah, I'm having them now. This is not gonna be for everybody, but I am incredibly excited about White Castle bites, White Castle pizza roll, well, cheeseburger rolls, but you know, pizza rolls, White Castle style. Oh yeah, someone's getting the shits tonight, but it's gonna be awesome. First heard about these from Brad, the cinema snob, freaked out, especially because he's like, I went down and Kroger had them. I was like, does my Kroger have them? And they did, and I went the next day, and I bought 6 pounds of pizza rolls, because I don't know if they'll be limited time, if I'll ever find them again, and I have a feeling I'm gonna love them. I got 2 pounds of the regular hamburger bites, because I'm curious. I know the cheeseburger should be better, so I got 4 pounds of those. And we're gonna basically make them in the oven. I was gonna air fry them, like I always do with my pizza rolls, but I thought, you know what, let's stick with one of the things it says to do, because it doesn't have any oil frying or air frying suggestions on the back. I mean, maybe we'll try it in the air fryer some other time, but I am gonna do them in the oven. I'm gonna do them in 2 batches. We're gonna do 12 hamburger bites and 12 cheeseburger bites, and I'm also very excited to dip them in certain sauces, particularly a pickle hot sauce I've had for a while, if it's still good, to get that little bit of a dill pickle thing going. But obviously, I don't know if Mary will taste test these or not, because she's not really a White Castle fan, but maybe she'll get curious. But preheat in the oven now to 425, and we're gonna put 12 on a thing, and then 12 on a thing. And I know maybe it's not the healthiest dinner. And keep in mind, these hot dogs, these pizza rolls, these are all done on different days, sometimes weeks apart. So it's not like I'm eating all of this stuff in one day. So, you know, I mean, I know none of it's really the best for me, but I regularly eat fairly healthy and light and clean, you know, but I do mix it up. And but occasionally, you got to have some of the crazy ass junk food. And I'm ready to become a junkie of this junk food. All right, I'll film my reactions. All right, real quick, so the cheeseburger ones are out and they look nice, smell nice, oniony, maybe a little hot, but I'm gonna try one. Cheeseburger ones are in the oven. Oh man, immediately it tastes like a White Castle. Well, that's pretty damn good. Just the hamburger one's pretty damn good. I'm going light because they're a little heavy. Oh yeah. Oniony, cheeseburgery goodness. I'm surprised how much I like the hamburger ones. Let's do a little dill pickle serrano sauce. I'll tell you about that in a second. So, yeah. That's really good too. Mary, you are welcome to try one if you'd like. You go light on it and maybe blow on it. It's fine for me once you kind of get into it, but don't let it like squish out on you or something. It's pretty good.
You blow off the corners and blow
Yeah,
into it.
that's what I do. I do that too. I almost turn it into a little whistle and blow the air through it. Keeping in mind, Mary's not as big a White Castle fan as I, but...
I'm sure I've ever actually had White Castle.
Oh shit. Well, okay. Well, if you like this, let me introduce you. Nope, never mind. Mary's not a White Castle fan.
What is that flavor?
Onion and beef.
And
Heavily onion. There's almost as much onion as there is beef with a slider. Okay.
I'm sorry, Eric. It almost tastes like some kind of gravy,
Okay. Yeah, kind of a beefy onion gravy. Yeah,
which is not my jam.
that's fine. Honestly, I only said oh because I didn't know you were going to take that long. And there's way too much TV with nothing. So
Oh, sorry.
no, I just didn't know. It's my bad.
Well, I was processing.
Right. It was my bad for putting another pizza roll in my mouth because then I couldn't talk. But I really like them. They very much taste like White Castle. We'll check out the cheeseburger ones in about 6 minutes and change. Okay, so the cheeseburger ones came out nice. Now a little bit of cheese exploded because I didn't go the full 9 minutes on these. They recommended a minute shorter than the others, so I'd maybe go a little bit less. But I'm excited to try these out. Those others were awesome. I really liked them. I'm surprised. I'll be shocked though if I like the cheeseburger less. I'm looking for one that feels not terribly hot. They have set for a couple minutes, but you know, same time, this has like ooey gooey cheese, which is probably very bubbly. This one has a crevice. Open that up a little bit. I don't see a lot of cheese in this one. When does they stick a hamburger one in there? Okay, that should be edible. Hot. That one's hot. That. Yeah. That is. That might be a tiny bit better. Maybe. Let's try another. Let's get one that definitely has a bunch of cheese going on, right? Oh yeah. Again, not for everybody, but if you're a White Castle fan, you want something a little different. Honestly, it might taste more authentic than the microwave cheeseburger sliders do. Which I'm also, on rare occasion, a fan of, because they'll like do in a pinch if you need something small and in a hurry. Like me. None of that's true. Well, the in a hurry, maybe. Oh, I'm gonna try it with the pickle sauce, right? And this is a nice sauce too, by the way. I'm glad it's still good, because it kind of got buried in the fridge and I forgot I had it. It's gotten a little low in the jar though, so I can't get much on there. Dipping cup. Oh, that is the shiznit. I'm gonna go finish enjoying my dinner, have some wine, do some trailers. I guess you will not get a movie review with Mary this week, because she's gonna take the night to finish Christmas cards. That's fine. But hey, I'll get the vlog done sooner. Oh yeah, I can talk about a game. Okay, we'll go do that. We're gonna make a drink. We have it's Joe Bob night, right? So I had these, a while back, I found a whole bunch of horror-themed cocktails. I haven't tried them all. This is from a website, 2geekswhoeat.com. The number 2, geeks, Geekks, who, WHO, eat.com. All one word. 2 Geeks Who Eat. This is called the Hobbs and Highball, a recipe inspired by In the Mouth of Madness, John Carpenter classic. Okay, we're gonna take 2 ounces of dry gin. I don't have a London dry, but Aviation's like an American dry, so we're gonna go with that. 1.5 ounces of blue curacao. 3/4 ounces of lemon juice. I just squeezed a big old juicy lemon. And we're gonna mix all that in a bar glass with ice. We're gonna strain it into a highball glass filled with ice. And then we're gonna top with club soda. So I gotta get some ice in my mixing glass.
Okay. Yeah, you're asking if blue curacao is alcoholic. It is.
I thought it was,
But
it was easier to ask you.
30 proof.
And look. 30 proof. It's for babies.
It's primarily a mixer. So if you are drinking that to get drunk, you're gonna have some problems.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, 2 ounces of gin. So we're gonna go with my Aviation. It's a screw top. Okay. Cool. Got a little measure thing here because I'm not like a pro bartender that knows what the hell they're doing. All right, I'm gonna get that gin in there before we make wishes.
Without using a pour spout, it's hard to count pouring out the bottle.
Also, Mary talked over my genie joke, but that's fine. I wish for a take where I could make my genie joke and it'd be fun. I'm kidding. I love you. 1.5 ounces of blue curacao. I like my blue curacao. I got some drinks I need to get some orange curacao for. Oh, thank you. We just got caught up on Chainsaw Man through episode 9 currently.
And the shit got real.
Shit got real. And Spy Family. I don't remember what episode, but whatever. By the time you see this, there'll be new ones. But because we're filming this pretty early in the game here. We're actually filming this a week before it comes out. I just realized. All right, 3/4 ounces of lemon juice.
I have to say it is pretty.
I know that is one of my favorite things. I have to kind of eyeball this because I don't have a 3/4 ounce. Sure. It's actually pretty close. Yeah, I do love what the color of blue carousel does to things.
That is like a UK blue.
That's maybe actually that's deeper. Well, no, actually, you know what? No, it's not. All right, now we take 20 minutes to find my bar spoon. There's my bar spoon.
Would you say UK blue and Dr. Blue blue are about the same?
Sure. Am I over mixing? Am I good?
You don't want to like melt your ice too much.
Well, you want to do some. That's the point of mixing it with ice, right?
Right. You want to get it cold, but you don't want to get watered down.
I'm saying it for them too. Well, like that's the whole thing with James Bond and shaken and not stirred. You know this. I think I've told you if you didn't already know. The reason he always asks for his martini shaken and not stirred is because when it's like a whole bunch of ice and you shake it, it releases more of the water from the ice and it waters the drink down more, so he can look like he's drinking but stay more with it and alert. That's what I heard the whole thing with James Bond shaking, not stirring.
Hi, Jack. Who's that handsome?
Hey, come on, we know Jack's cute, all right? Come on.
I know, but is it cute? His cuteness trumps him getting a strainer out of the cabinet.
1, 2, 3. No, it does. Fine. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know. Oh my God. She did that to mess with me. And we're gonna use a strainer for the first time. Now hold on, this has a lip, so that's not. Oh, it will strain it. It looks like because there's a little spoony thing. I guess it's just to keep the ice out. I don't know what else I'm really straining out.
That's all you're doing is.
Seems like a real waste, honestly. Real waste of something else I have to clean. Like, why couldn't I just put that in here and mix it with the ice in the glass? I don't understand. There's a reason. I'm sure there's a reason, but I don't understand what it is. And then hold on, you can, if you have a reason, you can tell me. But let me finish making the drink.
All right.
You top with club soda. How much club soda? I don't know, but I'm in a highball glass, so I'm gonna hit it like that, so it makes a fairly full drink.
Yeah, that's. I think what most bartenders would do would be to basically use the club soda to finish filling up the glass, basically.
But not all the way. Like that seems like a good.
Yeah. That's. I would say so.
All right, and then you know what? For colorization reasons, we're gonna go with a little Herbert Westiness here. You know, nice
Are you
little.
gonna put an umbrella in this one?
It's not. No, like I feel like it does need a garnish. In the photo, they show a little lemon peel, but they didn't say to do it. I feel like it needs something. Like I need one of those eyeball gumballs or something in there. But let me take a
Picture.
quick photo, just for myself to do that, and then we'll try it, and Mary will try it, and then we're gonna go watch something cool.
Hi, Jack.
I mean, it's just it's a blue drink. And it didn't say to stir, it just said top club soda, right? So does the club soda, like I'm asking you scientifically, does the club soda like find its way in on its own? Should I give it a quick little stir? It's pretty.
That is up to you. It is a preference thing.
Okay,
We cannot dictate every single thing.
that's fair.
Try it without stirring it and then try stirring it.
I think I'm palate cleansed from the wine. Interesting. Give it a tiny stir. Suck from the middle. I think I used too much club soda. It's okay. Yeah, you want to try it? I don't know. I don't really have words. It's not bad, but
Yeah, this is a lot of stuff that I'm not really fond of.
that's fair. She's not really into lemon juice or carousel.
I says
or gin.
lemon juice is okay in some things.
Yeah.
Curacao is okay in some things. Gin, maybe if there's enough other stuff to drown it out.
Well, I don't think you're gonna think this is gross just as much as like it's not a lot of anything. Because I think the club soda really waters it down. Like when I had my first sip where it was more just the kind of gin, lemon juice, carousel, there was some nice taste to it, even though it was still a little lacking, but...
Are you sure your club soda hasn't gone flat?
Yeah, no, there was fuzziness. I don't know. I've only had that one open for a day or two. I use it every day. Not that that makes a difference.
Because I really do feel like there's like... Well, I don't feel any carbonation in there, and I think that's part of the problem.
Okay.
Well, anyways, I made a drink, and there's like 3.5 ounces of ish alcohol in here. I just definitely think I would use half the club soda I used.
Pour out a little bit and taste it just to see, because I'm curious now.
Well, we're gonna figure this out now. Hold on.
Luckily, that's a dish I have room for. I've been cooking today, y'all. All right, it looks like it's getting on the flatter end. It usually goes a day or two.
It has a little bit of bite to it, but not near as much.
That's what I was gonna say. No, I believe you. I could tell from the way you poured. I just don't pay much attention.
I poured it carefully so I didn't blow out all the carbonation just in pouring it.
See, that sounds more scientific than I even go for. I do like the lemon juice and the carousel, and like I don't really taste the gin, so either like I do taste it and it's good, or I don't taste it, which I guess is fine. So I do think the base mixture is pretty good. I just think fresher club soda and maybe a better balance of cocktail to club soda. And this could be something interesting, but right here I'm just kind of
Yeah, I honestly think it's because it doesn't have as much bite as club soda would normally give it.
I get that. I get that like a texture thing almost. I know it's a drink, but still texture. I don't necessarily fathom how that. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't fathom how that would affect the flavor.
It would, trust me.
I don't know. You know I have a hard time trusting you because I like to be wrong.
It's because I mean, to me, there is a taste difference between like a fresh Coke and a flat Coke. Because
Okay.
a flat Coke, that it is like super cloying.
Yeah. Okay. I see what she's saying. You want some Pepsi Regal? I will say I went to Cinemark the other day and I did not. I had a half bottle of Coppola wine instead of stuff. But it's like, man, if I did start going to Cinemark, they have Coke still with their popcorn.
There she is. Whoop, hi. She wants to say hi, everybody. Hi. Look at this little guy. He wants to say hi, too. Whoop, shit, I hit my phone. This massive baby monster kitty. His butthole I accidentally just closed up on.
Hi. She's like, oh, technology.
No, I'm not gonna cut it there. All right, well, whatever. There's your cocktail. I've been sitting on this one for a while. It could be something decent, but that didn't hit me. So I'm like, there's things I like more.
I feel like it might be worth a redo.
All right, well, hold on. I'm gonna chug this real fast. We're gonna film me chug this, and I'm gonna make another with a fresh thing of clothes.
Are you serious?
I said that as a joke, and then there's part of me like, I mean, there's enough lemon juice left, and I mean,
We can put that into a small container and save it.
Well, I guess I don't have
Not
to chug
once
the
you
whole
do that
thing on.
time. Oh gosh, don't keep on me.
Who are you talking to? You know I've only had a bottle of wine so far.
Sorry, I'm chainsaw man.
Oh, that kiss. Oh! Why? I was fine until you mentioned that. Goddamn. Alright, well, in that case.
Do you want me to handle that?
Okay, we'll just, no reason to have to dirty up a whole bunch of extra stuff. I'm gonna stir that with something else. I don't even know why they gave me that giant spoon. Does that giant spoon make a difference with like its
spirally handle thing? Is there science involved in that, or do I just stir it with what the fuck ever?
I think you can stir it with what the fuck ever. I think that is definitely a bar spoon meant to be used in the bar.
Yeah, it's part of this kit,
But
so.
It's something that like you can throw in and out of things real fast, basically. Like if you have like a cleaning solution, you can throw it in there real fast and then grab it real fast, and because it would be like in an upright sort of situation. Basically, if you had an actual bar set up,
It's for easier grabbing? Is that what you're saying?
yeah, basically.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 ice cubes for the stirrage. Shit, that didn't close.
I got it.
Thank you. Put it in the gin. 2 ounces. 1.5 ounces. Blue carousel.
Are you gonna reuse that Collins glass, or are you?
No, I'm gonna put it in the fresh one.
Okay.
Highball glass, baby.
Do you have a
That is a highball glass, right? Yeah.
Highball Collins? I think. It's
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah. 3/4 lemon juice.
Where's your club stirrer?
Get it. Hardly enough to save now. Handle that. Mary's over here trying to sing the chainsaw
It's
man.
the back end of it. You do the front end of
Brown,
it.
brown, 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 brown.
Yeah. And then I'm doing like the actual vocal type thing that they're doing at the end.
Oh, I got you. Okay, that was a good stir. Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, I think so. Does it
All
feel
right.
cold?
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, good enough.
That makes sense. That's how I should test. I mean, I get that with the metal. For anybody that's new here, I'm learning all this stuff. I feel like I've learned some since we started, but 3, 6. Again, this is just like the cooking thing. I'm playing, I'm learning, getting better.
Stirring it makes it get cold faster.
Stream. No, that makes sense. I understand that's the point of it. Just like doing it in a shaker or whatever, basically. Blending and cooling. All right, so we're gonna pour all that in.
You can see how much your ice is diminished.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
And so you don't want, and the reason why you give yourself fresh ice is to make it look better, basically.
Okay, that makes sense.
And thus you do not give them the impression of it being watered down.
Oh, I hope I have extra club soda. Well, I'll get some more soon.
Well, I think what you have in there will be fine if you want to do a vodka club later.
Yeah, but this is gonna go flatter faster because I'm opening it, but it's fine. All right, so I'm not gonna use as much either, though.
Okay.
I'm gonna go a little lighter. Maybe like
You also don't have as much ice in there. I
right
think.
there. I think I did 7 cubes last
You did
time instead of
8.
6. Okay, well, what do you think?
Well, you did 8 in there.
I did 6 in there.
6 in there?
I did 6.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna give it a different color straw just for science. Because we all know the color of the straw dictates the flavor. And give this a hint of cherry. I gotta be your laugh than I expected on that. She's sober too. All right. Without stirring. It's definitely fizzy.
Yeah.
Definitely fizzy. It's good. It's more flavorful. I'm gonna give it a little. Do you want to taste it before I give it a little stir? Because I'm not getting a hell of a lot of difference there. I definitely get a slight textural difference. That it is a little more carbonated. I can sense that certainly in my. Okay. I'm gonna give it a little stir. I do think the flavors are more pronounced there because I use less club soda, but I don't know, I'm kind of getting about the same. Not much difference. Hold on. So I just tried the green one. A little more watered down. Versus red. Not quite as watered down, but still
I mean, it definitely makes it. It makes it better to have it slightly more carbonated, but I don't know that it's really giving you much difference in the flavor.
I think you might. I would personally probably go with a little more club soda than what you did.
Well, I did more on the first one.
No. Than you did on this one.
Uh-huh. What's your point of why would I do more club soda?
For more bubbliness.
But bubbliness is not a flavor. That's a texture. Now the amount of like watering downness could make a difference, but
I feel like the fizziness does make a difference.
I mean, are you real? I'm not.
Hold on.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm legit. Like, I don't get it. I don't see much flavor difference in this. Like, it's just not. This drink is just not quite hitting for me like I hoped it would. Oh, that's gonna be messy.
You want me to do this? Let me do this.
You should probably. And I gotta. Don't waste my.
Got it.
I got it.
Get the bottom of it too.
Are you looking for the flat one or the?
No, oh, that's the fresh one there.
Yeah, that's the fresh one. Which is not cold, you know. I mean, that also.
I know. I'm aware.
No, that's not a chew. That's just.
Hopefully that's a decent ratio. Definitely bubbly on top.
Also, sometimes you got to remember that these things get better as they sit for a minute. Okay, you know, I just had an experience, but I'll wait. I'll tell you mine.
Can't tell if I need more or if I got too much.
See, to me, that just says it doesn't matter, and it's just my opinion. I don't know. But what I will say is both of these, after setting for a minute or so, are tasting a little bit better. But still, I don't think either version I would be like, I gotta write home to mama and tell everybody, run to them hills, run to the hills.
That's just to run for those hills.
And tell them about this gin cocktail.
Okay, so I've just made hard soda.
Yeah, basically.
I've made myself the White Claw version of this now.
I mean, that's definitely bluer. I've seen yours.
Yeah, I know you want to try it.
No, I don't want to try. Why would I? What? Well, sure. I don't know. Fuck. What? Same shit. Oh, that's way too much club soda. That's like drinking.
I like it.
Oh god, that's like drinking straight club soda with like a few drops of like flavor, like just enough to say, hey, flavor exists, but you can't have any. Oh, I hate that. That's awful.
You know what?
Is that what hard sodas taste like?
Kinda, yeah.
Oh, no, not for me. Fuck. No, like, I mean, I'll drink this fucking like lemon juice straight. Like, that's my jam. I mean, to each their own. I mean, you like what you like. I'm not like saying, ooh, gross for you liking it.
Because I can't taste shit, but you know.
No, there's
But you know,
there's so much more
I
flavor in either of those.
I drink the sparkling waters, which don't really have that much flavor either.
Yeah, I don't do that either. If I want water, I want flat water. If I want carbonation, I want flavor.
Sometimes I want the carbonation, but I don't want the calories, and I don't want the fake shit.
The only time I want carbonation, other than the rare time I'm craving a soda, rarely, or with popcorn, or if I really am like feeling like bloaty and constipated and gassy, and like I just need to make myself, or like heartburny, like make myself fucking belch and fart. Otherwise, I'm a much bigger proponent of flavor. That's why Guy Fieri's my boy. I live in Flavor Town. But you know what? I'm excited that I've had that much fucking alcohol that quickly. And now I'm feeling pretty awesome. So we're probably gonna watch some junk TV, and then I'm gonna go fucking rip my fucking guitars a new one, man. Run to the hills. Run for your life. Ha! We're a bunch of Smurfs. Oh, if I had actually...
No. I'm not gonna do it.
I'm not going to show them. If you're a Chainsaw Man fan, you'll appreciate that.
Don't make yourself hurl.
I don't hurl. I haven't, when was the last time I hurled? It's definitely drinking related if I hurl, but it's been years. It's been before we lived together, that's for sure. Probably, no, it's before the concussion night.
I'm saying, you didn't do that? Did that get concussioned?
No. Now I feel like there's a story to be told. I am not going to give you all the details. There's too many way too personal details. But I like to party. I like to party hard. Sometimes I like to intentionally get myself in a zone of just higher consciousness. I don't even know how to explain it, right? Okay. So I had one night. This is back when I lived alone. I was with Mary, but it's before we moved in and all this, and 3-4 years ago. And I was enjoying myself way too well. I hit that zone way too well, and I maintained that zone way too long, and then I got tired, and I was in the bathroom, using the bathroom, and basically, long story short, I wake up the next day, and I'm in the bathtub, and the shower curtain and the whole rod have been pulled down and are over me, and I have a big gash here and concussed. And I'm very lucky I didn't die, because apparently I went a little too hard that night, and I learned from it, and that's why, believe it or not, I have pulled back. I know that for some of you longtime viewers, that may be hard to fathom. Mary can attest, I've pulled back. Yeah. I fell over into the shower curtain and brought the whole thing down. I don't remember any of it. I woke up the next day oh, hey, good thing I'm alive.
Yeah.
And then I was I learned some things. Again, keeping, it's not, you don't need to know all the details, but I learned something oh, okay, there's a thing or two not to do anymore. And for those details, I'm just going to let your imaginations run wild. It may or may not have anything to do with an adorable chainsaw puppy that replaced my heart.
And on that note.
Well, it led to me touching boobs and getting tongue kisses. Holy fuck, I'm dingy. No, I have higher taste requirements.
I'm about to cut for you.
Yeah, this is the longest cocktail segment ever, but it's been fun.
It's 25 minutes.
It's a 25-minute cocktail set. Well, shit, I don't have to make a second hot dog for this video. God, you've already seen it, I hope. I was about to tell you what, but I don't want to tell you what in case I change my mind. And then you'll get to this part in the vlog and be like, wait a minute, where was this fucking hot dog? Those are good drinks. Those are okay drinks. I'm lying.
It's just a lot of alcohol.
A lot of alcohol. Yeah, it's a lot of alcohol.
Okay.
Well, I'm just thinking on maybe any night I might have. It's a little less than a double vodka, right? Because it's 2 ounces of gin, your normal proof of what vodka, probably around where vodka is. And a little bit less because of the Carousel proof, right?
No, that's not how that works, sweetie. If it's the same amount of gin and vodka, respectively, yeah?
Well, I would say, okay, so, sure. Let's say we do 3 ounces of vodka and then 3 ounces blend of gin and Carousel. Yeah. Just to make this easier.
Okay, a blend of, okay.
That's what I was saying. This is, so what is vodka? Vodka's what proof?
Oh, shit.
That's
depends
84.
on your vodka.
Okay, hold on. This is, nobody, I don't know if people care. I'm sure they do. This is the content. All right, oh shit, that vodka's 40%. So Carousel's a little heavier than
no, wait a minute.
Wait a
Percent
minute.
and proof are different.
Oh, yeah. Alcohol by volume or proof. You're right. I'm confusing all kinds of numbers. What should I be looking for then? Proof or alcohol by volume?
I go by proof.
This doesn't show me proof.
It doesn't?
Not on the main
that.
label.
40% volume. Okay, well, proof is almost always double the percentage.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
80 proof.
So...
Oh, shit,
so
gin
this
is
is
heavier.
Not by a whole lot, but yes.
All right, so vodka, 80 proof. Gin is 84 proof. What was this? Because you said 30%, but that was, 30 proof.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is an ounce and a half of this. So that's 3.5 ounces of 84 proof and 30 proof. So
And
roughly saying that
versus
3
what?
ounces of 80 proof.
But that's still more alcohol.
3.5, okay, 2 ounces of 84 and 1.5 ounces of 30.
Okay, I thought you said, okay.
Okay, we're on the same page now? We're on the same
I think
page
so.
now? All right.
Total.
Yes, total, because I'm talking about these cocktails.
Okay.
So total alcohol volume
Yeah.
or proof. You know, so I'm going to call that roughly the same. I'm going to call this, 3.5 ounces of this combined, roughly the same as 3 ounces of vodka.
Okay, all right.
So the whole point is, yes, it's as a lot about in the time I had it, because this is essentially 2 double vodkas that I have just about finished. Do you want to show that?
Sorry.
Just about finished. Normally, if I have 2 double vodkas, we are talking at least minimum, if I go fast, like 4 hours to drink it. If I'm actually doing things, 6 or 7 hours to drink that much vodka.
Am I hearing early bedtime tonight?
And I just drank that like, oh hell no! Okay. I got to tell this story and then we'll quit. Went to the movies yesterday. Didn't have time for dinner. Okay, this was full. It was like up to here, and I probably had that much popcorn in my first movie. Okay,
Yeah.
just to give you an idea.
And you couldn't take it to your second movie.
Right, because I went to a different theater. That was all the food I had until later. And when I went to the second movie, I had a half bottle of wine. Because I was like, oh, you offer half bottles of wine at the same price as double vodka? I'll do that. Drank all that. I was fine, and then by the time the movie was over, I was fine. I have stuff in my stomach. It takes a lot to get me anywhere. So I got home, and I opened up a bottle of white wine, and I didn't really eat anything, and I had drank like a bottle of white wine like a madman. And by the time I was finishing up that white wine, I was sitting on my couch, mistake number 1, and thinking, I haven't had that many calories. I could have some food. I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to make some like turkey and cheese sandwiches. I'll even have it on bread. Like I have calories for bread. And I thought about it so long, I fell asleep. The whole point being I slept for 9.5 hours yesterday. I did wake up about 8 a.m. and peed and saw Mary before she went to work and then got an actual bed. So she's saying early bedtime tonight. That's what the whole story was. It's like, yeah, no, I've slept a lot. I'm good on 6 hours these days. Like 6 hours is comfortable. It happens when you get old. I thought it was weird. Like you probably saw this with your folks too, or anybody growing up. Like they get older, they sleep less, but they seem fine. And you're like, what? Like sleep is awesome. I'm gonna sleep forever every day. And you get older and you're like, 6 hours, 5 hours, hell fuck, occasionally 4 hours. Not that bad. I'm good.
I would like to get up to 6 hours. On
But I
a
mean,
regular basis.
but you do know, but you also have like a real job and can't go to bed, especially because of me. But you get what I'm saying, right? Are we
Yes.
on the same page with that? Like, just one of those things when you're younger, you can't fathom. Like,
I don't know. I think Dad still gets roughly 8 hours of sleep.
well,
a
your
night.
dad's smart, and he has different kinds of parties. He has wow parties. He gets exhausted from
We are
Leroy.
at 31 minutes.
He gets exhausted from Leroy Jenkinsing. Oh my gosh. No. I now desperately need to hear your dad do a Leroy Jenkins. I need
You know
to...
what? My dad is one of the last people to do a Leroy.
Oh, I know.
Jenkins. You
It's not...
that, right?
Yeah, I know. I know him well enough that... And I know you, because you're his daughter, well enough to know that is not in his wheelhouse. But that's why it would be so hilarious. He doesn't even have to do it. I just need him to verbally do it. Leroy Jenkins! With streams of gossamer jism floating through the air. Thank you, Cards Against Humanity. You're the best. Cards Against Humanity have caused me to have to explain bukkake to Mary's mom twice.
No, I don't think we actually explained it the second time.
I know, but it was funnier to say I had to explain it the second time, but I think Mike or Kathy was like, no, you already explained it once, Eric. You don't need to explain it again. Just move on.
My mom just asked Dad later.
Yeah. My favorite was her pronunciation. Well, how did she do it? Do you remember how?
I think it was like bukkake.
Bookie? I think it was like Bookie. It was awesome. Oh, fuck. I love Cards Against Humanity. Okay.
We're at 32 minutes.
I'm counting. This is awesome.
I'm going to cut you if you...
This is the vlog content people come here for. They learn my secrets. They learn your secrets that get you laughing. Okay, now I just kind of want to make out with you, so I just turned on a dime. Hey, baby. Okay, so I said I'd talk to you a little bit more about WWE 2K 2022. If you were following the vlogs earlier this year, I got it when it came out. I was in a very much a wrestling mood at the time, and I really enjoyed faction mode for the longest time. And honestly, for the last few months, I've barely played it, but I kind of open it and log in every day so I can get those free card packs. I had a bit of a problem with the card packs at first. I kind of got hooked on buying them. Now I'd only get them with the earned points and everything. And I like faction, but I haven't played it forever. And then I just got in the mood again the other day while I was trying to figure out what game to do. So I finally started the MyRISE campaign because I wanted to get those achievements on my Xbox. And I made a ridiculous character with a ridiculous outfit and had a good time with it. Some pros and cons about MyRISE, and I've started playing faction mode a little bit more too, and I'm going to do my GM and all that at some point. But pros and cons about the MyRISE story mode. I like that there is a story mode. I like that you have to start out and practice. You got to decide who you're going to sign with. You got to take some side missions or not. You got to decide if you're a babyface or a heel. I like that, of course, they treat the wrestling as real. It's not like it's scripted behind the scenes, but so I think that's pretty cool. I do think the constant loading screens though between like everything is annoying, especially on a next gen console. Now if it's setting up a match or something, I kind of understand that, but there are times, well, before I get to this part, I have to also set up that very few cutscenes. A lot of it is like social media text, and you're having a conversation back and forth and advancing text. Occasionally you will choose something to say, but that's very rare. So that's kind of annoying that it relies on that too much and not enough on like actually giving you cutscenes and story. But the worst part is you have a match, then you have a load screen, and then it goes to the social media of your guy just kind of standing there doing this and loading like 2 social media prompts, and then you're back to another long ass load screen before you jump to the next match. Like, and things like that, like why couldn't you like background load, or why can't it have the cutscene and then right into the match? Like, why do I need to go to another ridiculous long load screen? So that gets really old. It also gets a little repetitive. Like, obviously it's one of those games that it's the fun you put into it is what you get out of it. So like if you want to go in there and like really put on a show and like make it feel like a match, you can. But if you really want to go in there and you just kind of like grind through it to get things done quickly, over time you pretty much learn a pattern of things you can do, and most of the time it works. The game definitely cheats because it's trying to make the match interesting. So like you could have a person almost completely out of health bar, and and if you try to pin them, then they'll give them the reversal and let them whoop on you for like, a bunch of moves, and won't give you reversals back because they're like, no, it has to go back and forth. So that can get annoying because it's like, I just want to get through this so I can go to bed, or something. And it's tricky to figure out when you can like actually pause and quit a thing without losing your progress or whatever. So there's some cons, but I enjoyed it. I started with Raw, and I got my match achievement. I got the championship there. I got all the championships there. It's also annoying though that when you get other championships, it never registers that you have those championships, and you always have the option to go fight for them again. And it's like, I have it already. So I think they could go a little deeper with that, like playing into what you have earned and decisions you have made and things. They do some of that. There is like, if you decline this person, they may come attack you later, or if you go yes with them, they may come to your rescue later, things like that. So it's pretty cool. There's room for improvement, but I had a really good time doing it. So I did Raw, I got that championship, and the major one did SmackDown. And then I went to NXT because I thought that was pretty funny. And NXT was very easy because by then I had 100%ed my character's stats, essentially. I guess really he's at a 98 out of 100 because like I've done all my achievement points. I can't do anything more there. It's just a matter of taking certain side gigs and it adds some proficiency, and maybe I can 100% them out eventually. But, it's cool. It's getting there. It could be better. Also, you have a lot of backstage stuff, and at least in story mode, I don't know about the rest of the game, there's only ever one backstage setup. So that kind of gets annoying too. It's like, you couldn't have like various backstage or like a parking lot, like mix that up a little bit more. But maybe they do in the other modes, and just for story mode, for whatever reason, they decided not to use it all. But, yeah, I had a good time with it. I'm probably going to play some more before I move on to something else, because I should get to Callisto Protocol. But I wanted to do The Last of Us DLC before the show, but then I realized I need the new version of The Last of Us to play with the modern controls, and it's expensive, and I've been buying Christmas gifts, and I might just get it for Christmas and do that. So that's kind of where my head's at, and it's been good to get back on my Xbox and earn achievements again. But that's my thoughts on where I'm at with that game. All right, well, that's it. That's this vlog for this week. Just so you know, next week is going to be a little bit Christmas themed. I have a plan, but I haven't really done the food or drinks. But the week after that, the January, is going to be the grilled cheese tournament at Toasties. We've already been filming that. We've done the drink for it. We've done Mary and I's round. I have a bunch of stuff ready to go to make more sandwiches for other people. So we're working on getting as many people as we can, and it's going to be a good time. Plus, of course, next week we'll have our Avatar review. And you'll start seeing us review Golden Globe movies because I got my spreadsheet made of all of them, where to watch them, how long they are, so we can pile through as many of those as possible. Because I do like to try and see all the Golden Globes I can to make the Golden Globes more interesting to watch, but more so because it helps us get that much closer to having seen all the Oscars before the Oscars air. Which, if you don't know, I love doing that. It makes watching those shows way more enjoyable if you've seen everything and have a dog in every fight. But that's where we're at, and I appreciate y'all, and we're going to wrap this up and get out of here. So comment below, what do you know? What have you been seeing? Did you see any of the movies I did? Did you play any of the games I did? You got game suggestions? Anything like that? Cooking suggestions? Whatever you want to tell me, go ahead and tell me. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Other than that, you can click the thumbs up button. Give me the good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. And, of course, remember that we will get through this. We will get through this together. Okay, and I make music, 90s style pop punk. If you want to check that out, anywhere you listen to music, try a song or two of mine, see what you think. Just look up Eric Butts. I appreciate it. More stuff next year. And of course, making some short films next year. So if you want to see some of my previous filmmaking work, you can find that at my out-of-date website, TheEricButts.com. And as always, there's a lot more content and ways to support this channel with the links in the description below. So click that see more button to see more butts. And on that note, I'm going to get on out of here so I can go edit all this stuff, relax, and watch some movies. And, dream about when I get to have White Castle pizza rolls again. I can't do it too often, but man. Yeah, I had to take a gas pill because all that onion, man. All right, anyways, I'm going to get out of here. I love y'all. I'll see y'all later, okay? Bye.